See, we went on to ride nobody wave. We're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big drop, leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, living a lie. You know me gang. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shabak, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Saints and the Dolphins. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, set.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And his first look is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people to make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Tua to try again on second down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Tua now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw the...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get it to... And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. first down. Prescott. That's caught by Sims. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And the slot man goes in motion left. Prescott. Got Patterson on a quick slant here. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas from 13 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Tua with a throw brought in by Hill. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Slot man moves right. Tua to throw again. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-7 is the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, trying to tie this football game. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Third down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Prescott to throw on fourth. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that fourth down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
First down throw for Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. In motion, Patterson.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
first down carry. It's Kamara. They find some open field here.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Christian Wilkins. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Prescott from the gun on third. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Seibert's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
He's got a man complete. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. The slot man in motion right.
On first down, Tagovailoa.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Marquez Valdes-Scantling,
his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signal for them. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Prescott now from the 50. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it didn't. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from Pater. Tua gonna run the sneak, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Dolphins will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Slot man moves right. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. In motion, Patterson. Prescott on first down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown this Super Bowl. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields this way up at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And the slot man goes in motion left. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. In motion, Hill. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He is going to find Hill here. And he will be taken down with a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 50. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 80 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Tua Tagovailoa, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A second down throw for Prescott. And Thomas has it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Prescott. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Prescott stripped.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 88 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Charles, why didn't he just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions.
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual with my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
Hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one.